Alrighty guys, welcome back to another mod video. I just thought I would give you a quick look at all the gear before it goes into our PAX Australia build 1 for the Asus ROG booth. So everything has arrived. The only thing that's left to arrive is I'm waiting on some more acrylic rigid tubing. This one is 12.7mm, which won't fit in the bits power little fittings I've got. These take strictly 12mm, so that should arrive today. So that shouldn't be an issue. There is someone local around here that does have it, so that should be here. I've done a quick test fit. You can see that some of the gear already has been sort of installed. You can see some fittings there. I've got the rads in, and I've also put some fittings up the top. I did have another test motherboard in here because the Asus Formula Maximus Formula 7 just arrived just pretty much a few hours ago, so I'll throw that in, test fit that. It should be the exact same layout as the test board I was using. With the 3 Poseidons, I probably won't fit 3. It's probably going to be too cramped. I'll see how that goes. I do only have an in-win 850 watt power supply, so I'm not sure how well that'll go with the 3. And with the 3 cards and also the Radar Express, it's going to get very tight, so I'll have a look and have a play around with that. I can't wait to get the full cover block for the Formula 7. So this is essentially the top plate, so you pretty much put the CPU block on, then you put the MOSFET block on, then this pushes on, and then you just secure this down, and then down below this just goes on like that. So you've probably seen it in photos, and that's how it looks. I can't wait to get that on. We've got the Vexia memory as well. That looks really sweet. That's the red kit that lights up white on the top, so that'll look really sweet. We've also got the Bits Power upgrade kit. So this is the 150 res with the top pump top, and we've also got the mod kit to cover the pump, because I really don't like the D5s how they look, and so that's how that'll go in there. So that's pretty much going to essentially stand up like that on the back there. I have to secure that in, so all the ridge is going to be straight. I'm not going to use any not going to bend any rigid. Any bends are going to be used purely by using fittings, Bits Power fittings. All the gear in here, all the water cooling gear is all Bits Power. Bits Power has sponsored this gear as well, so a big shout out to them, because there is a lot of gear going into here, including the radiators. We got Cooler Masters supporting the fans. I love these fans. They're not really designed for radiators, but the amount of water cooling that's going on here, it's going to cool it fine. This is a show build, so I need it to look the best. And then because it's for the Asus booth, of course, we've got Asus GPUs, the motherboard, and even got the advantage of the SSD there as well. And then we've got in-win support, supplying the case and the power supply. So I've done a few mods on the case. I've done some other videos. Pretty much the last thing I have to do is just mount the pump and res, and then probably put some a few cable management holes for the GPU cables and whatnot. So there's not too much more to do, but we're getting there, and I'll probably take some more photos along the way. Alright, so everything's in now. As you can see, it is looking pretty tight in there. First thing you notice, I can't use the third GPU. One is that the Formula 7 doesn't do triple even spacing on their 16 by slots, so you would have had one card gap, one card and the other card, so these cards would have been both together, and I didn't really want that look. And also there's nowhere for the PCIe SSD. It could have gone in a 1 by slot. Performance might not have been as good, but also with the Bits Power full cover block, when you put that black bit on, it actually stops right at this end of the 1 by slot. So if you have a look, you can just see the 1 by slot up here, and you can't fit the actual card in. So because this is a demo rig, it's no big deal. So we'll just leave it out for now. I'll probably use it in another rig that I'm building. So next step is, it's nearly 5:30 here. Well, I think it is 5:30 here. It looks like the rigid tubing is not going to arrive on time. It says it's in transit. It's been said that all day. Considering I ordered it from the same state, I expected it to be here. So this is pretty much all ready to go. Everything's been measured up with the wrong size tubing I've got just to get the straight lines right. Like that's right there. Down here is right. These two are right, and then it's just a matter of putting in some up here and some angles. So that's pretty much it then. And then I just got to fill it up with the coolant. I'm going with the Mayhem's Aurora 2 Silver. I've never tried the Aurora because this is a demo build. It won't be running after packs. When this is back at mine, I'll probably just run some standard stock coolant in it. I'm really keen to check out the Aurora, so I'm not sure how that's going to look, but I wanted a completely different color to what's in there. I didn't want red. I actually wanted white, but then I saw the silver, so I kind of want the idea that you're going to have dim lights, and then I really just want to be able to see the coolant flowing around, because you may see a tube here, well, not a tube actually, you can see it fitting here, and then you can see it fitting up the top. So what I plan on doing is run a straight bit of rigid along the bottom, and then you'll have a right angle and then a straight bit up. So you're just going to have this really nice right angle bit of rigid along there, and then you'll get the nice effect of the Aurora in the reservoir there. So that's pretty much it there. I'm really keen to see this Avexia ram lighting up. It should look really well. And apart from that, that's pretty much it. So I got the back over here, which probably can't see. So this is the back I've made, because I really don't like people seeing the cables on the d-frame. So that back literally sits about an inch off all the cables, so it just sticks out, and then I'm just putting a light behind this badge here. So that's pretty much all you're going to see from the back. And you notice how well the motherboard tray, the plexi base behind the motherboard tray looks. You literally can't see any of the d-frame backing. So if you have a look at the stock one, although they've gone to a lot of effort to make this cast iron sort of a motherboard tray, once you have your motherboard in here, you just get all these other holes, and like, although they've gone to a really nice job to do it, I just didn't want that, so I covered it all up. And you can see I've just put two routing holes. So far I only need two just down here. So one for the VGA will come out of this one with the USB 3. I don't know if I'll even leave the USB 3 in there. And then I'm going to try and jam the 24 pin motherboard there. I might have to de-pin it, who knows. And then all that's left is just the top up here. I'll probably just use an 8-pin right up there, so I might just loop that over the top. And that's pretty much the only cables you're going to see. No SATA, no Molex on the front. The fans will just run behind. And then you've got the PCI SSD that doesn't need any cables at all. So that's pretty much it. Once this is fully done, I'll do a final video, and that should be it.